You know, Hulk Hogan's death brought out a side of Black America that is very disgusting. Hulk Hogan was one of my childhood heroes, and to see him pass away, it brought back a lot of childhood memories of wrestling, Hulkamaniacs, a lot of conversations we had with kids when growing up. It kind of took you back, in a hectic world that we live in with so much fake people, stress, issues. It's good to reminisce on your childhood. It's good to reminisce on the past and remember the good old days. But what I seen on social media with Black Americans, it's really, really sick, guys. It's hot as heck out here in North Carolina. The flies are attacking me in the garage. But it's all good. We're going to get the message out either way. I'm seeing video after video of Black people calling Hulk a racist and all of these different names. You guys weren't doing that before he died. It's like you guys are proving that Black people are racist too. Seeing how Blacks have been reacting on social media, it's embarrassing. It makes us look bad because it's almost like you guys are happy that he died as if though you're not gonna die too. You're gonna die too. I don't know if you know that. Maybe nobody told you that, but there's gonna come a day when you're gonna die. And I hope and pray that you are sinless and that you got a great relationship with God, because on Judgment Day, right, you're going to be judged because of the things you've done in this life. You're going to be judged severely. And I hope you're ready for that. I hope you're ready for Judgment Day. Out of all the things you could say when a person dies, is there a racist? Let me tell you something, fam. When someone passes away, right? This is for me personally, right? This is just me being transparent and open with you good people out there, right? If I don't shed a tear for you when you pass away, it means I don't got no love for you. That's what that means. If you got family and friends that pass away and you hear about the news and a tear don't come down, your eyes don't water up, you don't feel no emotion, it is because that person didn't mean nothing to you. You know? But I'm gonna tell you something, man. When Hogan passed away, it didn't hit until I went back and started watching the videos of all the hurtful things people were saying, right? People were calling him a racist, saying he's all sorts of negative stuff. And it was mainly coming from Black people. And I went back and I started watching his fights in his beginning days. I believe it was the fight between him and Macho Man Randy Savage. And the music came on. I ain't gonna hold you, fam. it literally made my eyes tear up. Because what I remembered was the good days. I remember when I was a kid and how excited I would get just to watch TV. You know, most people couldn't even afford to have a TV back in the day. And if you didn't have a black and white TV, then you had one of them color televisions, the kind that was like a floor model TV, like a big box floor model. Those would be like the only color televisions we had. Pretty much everything else was black and white TVs. So when I was looking back at those old tapes and the music came on, I'm a Real American, it made my eyes water up. That means that Hulk Hogan had an impact on the kids and the youth back then. Hulk Hogan had a great impact on all the kids in the 70s and 80s. All of us that was born in the 70s and 80s, you were impacted by wrestling. A lot of these wrestlers were our heroes. I can recall Hogan always telling us to stay in school, eat our vitamins, respect your elders, all of that type of stuff. And we really did it. We really wanted to make Hulk proud of us, even though we didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know him. We never met him. But for us as kids back in the day, just having your favorite wrestler was something that was important. I can always remember way back when Paul Orndorff, I believe he did the DDT to Hulk Hogan. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that match where Hulk Hogan was supposed to be tag team partners with Paul Orndorff, and Paul Orndorff turned on Hulk and he did a DDT. And I was like, man, I can't believe that, man. I should just close this damn garage, man, because I'm tired of these bugs. Give me a minute, guys. Close this damn door. Tired of these bugs, man. Hold on, let me make sure nothing's in the way. Hold on. Give me a minute, guys. I'm not going to close it all the way because I need to have some air in here. Yeah. Right there. Alright. Them bugs keep coming in. I got to get me one of them screens for the garage. But I remember when Paul Orndorff did I think it was the power driver, right? Not the DDT. DDT was Jake the Snake. I think it was the power driver where he hold him, lift him up, and he did the power driver to Hulk Hogan. And that's when I got upset with Paul Orndorff, because Paul Orndorff and Hulk Hogan was like brothers. They looked alike. They I felt that they were a good team, but he ended up betraying Hulk. And I can go all the way back to Hulk versus Iron Sheik. Hulk pretty much fought everybody. And to think that black people in today's day are racist and hateful, it's disgusting. A man passed away, a childhood hero for many people. You think we worry and care about some statements he may have said allegedly? If I'm correct, that man apologized for all those statements. But yet the black community is so hateful, so callous and cold, that you guys wait for a man to die to be racist, to express your hate. And then you poison everybody else on social media. with your venom. When Ultimate Warrior passed away, I was upset too, because I remember when he first got into the Wrestling Federation, and, he was a newcomer, and he instantly became a favorite. Jake the Snake was everybody's favorite. Macho Man Randy Savage. I mean, we could go on and on and on with all the different wrestlers, man, that even if they were a villain, we still had respect for these people. Bobby the Brain Heenan, he's the bad guy. Nobody liked him. But at the end of the day, it was entertainment. We look forward to what he had to say and who he was going to put up against the good guys. And it's like, now that we're all adults and grown, it's like we just became evil people overnight, man. And this is why I keep saying the world is not the same no more. People are very hateful. I mean, the least you can do is give your condolences, speak some good words, but no, you don't want to do that. It's like it's an opportunity to make Instagram videos, YouTube videos, TikToks, not to express your gratitude of what these wrestlers meant to you as a kid and how they helped to shape your life, make you a better man, a better woman. Instead, you take it to social media to be a racist and express hate rather than be positive. It don't make no sense, guys. I'm embarrassed by the black community. It's disgusting. I don't see how could you guys do that, man. Y'all don't know that man personally. And if I'm correct, all that drama that happened with him, allegedly, wasn't even supposed to be out. That's like some secret recording that took place and somebody aired him out. But how many times have you said stuff privately that you haven't gotten caught for? That's the thing that's bugging me about people, man. It's like everybody's perfect until they get caught. Everybody get very outspoken when people are dead. But when they're alive, nobody had nothing to say about Hulk. Before he died, nobody was making YouTube videos. Nobody was expressing their hate. People wait for people to die to be hateful, man. We gotta all die. All of us are gonna die. Y'all watching me here today, y'all might be watching this live stream, but I know I got a due date in the future. I got a due date in the future. All of us do. And it's something that you got to understand, man. It's not a game. It's not a game, people. These flies are just going crazy in here, man. I got to really get a screen for that garage door, man. They just bugging out in here. I don't even know if you can hear them on the tape. All I'm hearing is buzz sounds, driving me crazy. I cannot stand that buzz sound when a fly passes by, and it's like that sound. It's very annoying. Let me see. He says, I remember those 80s days, WWF, and wrestling. I was a fan of Hulk as a kid. Everybody was a fan of Hulk. Everybody. The thing is, today, people are coming on social media because they want to make a check. They want to get money. And what they do is they poison other people with their hatred. They poison other people with their evil. And it's only black people that's doing this. You see this mess, these damn bugs? I'm going to have to open back up the gate because they just piling up in here. I guess they're trying to escape the heat that's outside. That's why they come in here. I don't know, man. I'm very disappointed with black people, man. Y'all think it's cool what y'all doing, man? Expressing that level of hate when somebody die? You better pray nobody do that to you when you die. See, we don't know when we're gonna die. People are celebrating the death of Hulk Hogan like he done did the worst thing ever. People are literally celebrating like that man done did something to their family. And I'm like, man, you folks is evil, man. Y'all give black people a bad name. A bad name. A bad name, guys. It's absolutely disgusting. That's why I got to make a video, because I got to show the world that all black people are not like that, man. What I see on social media, I don't know if this is like a trend where everybody thinks this is cool, but this is not cool. You don't disrespect people like that, man. Not people like the Hulk, man. That man was an icon, a legend. You know, a motivational speaker, an example to the kids, a father figure for a lot of young men, no matter how you see it. You know? Yeah, we're all adults now. We're not kids anymore. But that man was the age to be your father. You see what I'm saying? So when people like me reminisce back when I was a kid and I look at the Hulk, I don't look at him like a lot of you folks that are evil and hateful. I look at him as an elder man that was in sports, and that's pretty much what we had as a kid. That's all we had. That's all we had. Those were our heroes. Those were the people we looked up to. When you in the ghetto and all you got is the streets and there's really nothing outside, it's those wrestling matches that kept you in the house. It's those wrestling matches and those athletes that kept you out of trouble. You know, we used to play wrestling in the house, in the backyard, at the parks, and you know, we had a lot of fun beating each other up as kids. That's how we got toughened up. That's how we actually learned how to fight. A lot of kids didn't even know how to fight. So us wrestling gave us an opportunity to become, you know, young men. Because we know certain kids was afraid to even fight. So wrestling allowed us to really, you know, learn about ourselves. You know, it toughened us up as kids, because some of us, we got hurt when we was wrestling. We cried, but our friends would toughen us up and be like, yo, man, get back in the ring, have a rematch. You know what I'm saying? And we was like, for real, for real. We might have had a bust lip, hurt our finger, whatever the case is, but we got back in that ring. And it really built us up, you know? And to see how black folk are now trashing the name of Hulk, man, that's crazy, man. Shout out to Dominic for the support. Says Hogan was a hero despite of the nonsense. The thing is, I don't even care about none of the nonsense. All the stuff they saying about that man, I don't even care about it, fam. Hogan did too much good for people to be holding him to, like, you know, this is what I don't like about the world, guys. In this world we live in, right? You could do a million good things, right? You could do a million good things. Shout out to Dominic again. Says, shout out to you, Ringo. Peace and love. Appreciate you sponsoring the show. You can do a million things, right, to help people. You could be a well-spoken individual, help the poor, help the needy, damn near raise the dead. Do one thing that's bad. Everybody undo everything you ever done. All of a sudden now, none of the things you've done in the past, the good deeds, none of it matters no more. That's why this world is evil, man. That's why sometimes being a good human being is like, it's no benefits, man. Because once you mess up one time, that's the only thing people talk about. Out of all the things Hulk Hogan has ever done, the only thing people are talking about now is, oh, he said this and he's a racist. So because he made some comments, he's automatically a racist? Automatically? How many times have we said things? Let me ask all black folk a question, $1 million question. Do you love all white people? Do you love all Haitians? Do you love all Jamaicans? Do you love Asians? Do you love Mexicans? See, this is where we're going to find out who's a racist. Because if the truth be told, blacks can be just as racist as whites. We talked about this in a past video. Somebody came in and was like, black people cannot be racist. We don't have no power. Black people have an estimate of $1.9 trillion spending power in America. Black women as a whole spend approximately $8 billion a year on hair and makeup. Don't tell me we don't got no power. We got all the power you can imagine. And for whatever reason, we abuse that power. You know? It's disgusting that a man passed away while he was healing from all of his surgeries. It is said that Hulk Hogan had so many surgeries that, you know, it's like a lot of the body parts in him and issues wasn't even him no more. I mean, his body took a toll on him. He's 71, wrestler. Ain't no telling how his health was, all the operations. You can't expect people to live forever, man. It's just like when you see all these content creators, they still talking about Malcolm Jamal Warner, man. Shame on all you content creators that keep talking as if though Malcolm Jamal Warner's death is a mystery, like somebody took him out. You're some evil, wicked people, bro. Like y'all make video after video creating all these conspiracy theories about his death. All you trying to do is get a check. I could read right through you guys. You guys are fake, bro. You know? It don't make no sense, man. You got people, you know, Hulk Hogan's death was a blood sacrifice. I mean, how stupid could you be? Malcolm Jamal Warner's death was a blood sacrifice. I'm telling you, man, social media is fake. And the black community should be embarrassed. Y'all a disgrace, bro. An absolute disgrace. Disrespecting the legacy of the legend, Hulk Hogan. Childhood hero for many. You know? We all had memorabilia. We all had certain action figures. We had a lot of different things. It's crazy, man. I mean, we got a lot of evil people in the world. I ain't saying there are no white evil people. There's evil people in all ethnic groups. But what I see black folk doing is evil. It's evil. A man passed away. Have some respect, man. Y'all busy making videos tarnishing this man's name while he's dead. Y'all acting like y'all not gonna die. Some of y'all may never even live to 71 or whatever his age is. Y'all better count y'all blessings. Serious. Most people don't even live to their 70s. Some of y'all in your 30s and 40s talking crap about this man. Some of y'all came from that era where you know and was raised, but yet you switched up. It's crazy. At least that man lived to see those years. A lot of you hateful blacks won't even make it to 70 years old. Y'all gonna be dead in your 40s and 30s. Some of y'all in your 20s. Y'all not gonna make it. So you better be thankful. While you laughing at a man when he's dead, you need to remember that you still are in this life, and anything can happen at any given day. You know? It's like the sun going down now. Let me open this thing. These rude ass kids that be out here. Keep an eye on them. Yeah. There's evil people all over this world, guys. All over this world, there's rude people. Disgusting, hateful people. But one thing you don't do is you don't knock a man when he's down. When he's down, that's not the time to be doing that. You gotta have respect. I don't like it. I think that you folks that do stuff like that need to apologize, man. Y'all need to make apology videos, retract your statements, take down all of that disgusting filth, because all you're doing is digging a grave for yourself. You're digging a grave for yourself. Because there's going to come a day when you're going to die. And it might be a day where people might end up celebrating your death. Because that's what you put out. You put that energy out there. So it's only natural. It's crazy. Nobody's talking about the positive things Hulk Hogan did. First of all, every time that man would come to the ring back in the day, that man used to say prayers before he even had his fights. He had a faith and belief in God. I don't know everything about his life, but I do know that that man had a faith and belief in the Most High. And for whatever reason, people forget about Hulk. Was a man that had issues just like everybody else. But for some reason, a lot of you folks are perfect. Watch this other person. Xavier says, Ringo, Hogan was racist against blacks. But yeah, I don't hate the man. No, you're a racist. You're just repeating what you heard. You're a racist because you hate people. You're a hater, right? Don't say you don't hate the man when you call him a racist. You're a racist and you got no love in your heart. You're just a wicked person. You know, you're evil, just like all these other people. Don't try to hide your racist attitude as if though you don't got no demons in you. A lot of you folks who think like that, the devil is in your heart. You got demons in you. And you try to make it seem as if though you're a good person. About he was racist against black people. You're racist against white people. What makes you so better? That's what I'm saying, man. It's like the hypocrisy is amazing. That's why I keep telling you that the world is fake. People are fake. I don't trust nobody, yo. I don't trust blacks. I don't trust whites. I don't trust nobody. I just trust in the Most High. That's it. Because people are evil, man. The more you live in this world, the more you see how people are, man. Man, it just disgusts you, man. If you're black, you got to deal with white racists and black racists. And the hypocrites and the degenerates that make all of us look crazy. It's disgusting. I don't even like living around people. Because people are evil. They're evil, man. You know, the other day I was in the crib, and my Ring camera gave me a notification. One of these badass kids out here on the side of the house. I see the kid removing one of my signs for the lawn. He removed the signs and throw it on the floor. We removed two of the signs, and I actually know where he lived. Like, I literally went around the neighborhood moving around. I saw this kid. Dude must have came from his friend's house. Little kids put on a little disguise with a little coat, like a rain jacket. It's like 95 degrees outside. He put on a rain jacket with the hood, and you see him walking down the block. And I'm looking at him, and I could feel the fear on him. The fear was so intense. It was like, how could you disguise yourself with a rain jacket at 95 degrees? And he walked right to his house, and I was like, okay, I know exactly where you live, and I got the footage. I'm waiting to see him do it again, and then I'm gonna go over there by the house and see his parents. Because if it's an adult that do that, I would normally call the law and let the police handle that. But in that case like that, I'll just go to the parents' house and provide that video. And he's gonna get some good discipline from his folks. And if it happened again, then I'll call the law. But those are just some examples of how evil people are, that even kids are evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are wicked. We live in a sick day, guys. Sick. People are sick. You know? And what's so crazy is the kids didn't even know I have a camera on the side of the house. They can't see it, though. They can't see it. So if kids are doing evil like that, what are the adults doing? If kids are plotting and doing evil, what are their parents doing? That's why I don't trust nobody. You know? It's crazy. Kid literally had on a rain jacket, like a bluish color, whatever. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what color it was. I forgot. It was like a colorful color, I think. Had itself wrapped up with the hood. You couldn't see his face. And he's walking down, and I'm looking, and I could feel the fear. It's almost like he know, but he was at his buddy's house. Buddy probably said, put on a disguise. I see him. I see the shoes. I already knew it was him. So the shoes, so the shorts. Yeah, that's you. But I didn't say nothing. I wanted him to walk to his house so I could know where he lived. Now I know where he lived. I just sit back and wait. And then I take action. You know? Because there are rules. You don't approach people, kids. You don't do that. You don't ever approach people, kids. Even if kids are out of pocket and do crazy things, you don't approach the kids. You can tell them to get off your property, but you don't approach them in the streets. You go to the parents' house and you talk to their parents. That's the proper channels that you do things. Because people sometimes, you approach their kid or tell their kid something, then the parents all of a sudden want to act up. Then you got to go get your gun, and then it's going to be a damn war. You know what I mean? So it's best to do things in a civil manner and explain what's going on. Videos don't lie. That's why I like having cameras. Video don't lie. But yeah, man. It's crazy, man, how people is, bro. People are disgusting nowadays, bro. I don't let my kids play with none of these kids out here. I ain't never doing that. A lot of these kids ain't trained. They don't got no home training. A lot of them. Black people got to do better, man. Got to do better. Y'all can't be with all this racist stuff. Disrespecting a man when he dead, man. You said somebody need to be blocked. Who need to be blocked? Who need to be blocked? Block HBG. Let me see. HBG. Okay. Yeah, man. So make sure y'all get the likes up on the video. Click the like button if you feel the message. If you're not a racist black, click the like button. You know what I'm saying? I understand if you're a racist black and you hate me, then of course you're not gonna like the video. But it's disgusting, man, that in a world like this, we're not denying the existence of racist people. You know, I'm sure I live around some racist people out here, but they're not bothering me. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't F with me, ain't gonna be no problem. You can hate whoever you want to hate. I don't really care. You know? What kind of dumbass question of where's the studio? You don't watch my videos? What kind of stupid question is where's the studio? You don't watch my videos? Where's the studio? Like, where is it? Where's it gonna be? In the house, dumbass. What are you asking a stupid question for? I mean, I don't know what's the matter with people, bro. Like, seriously, I don't know. I don't know what's the matter with people, bro. You asking me where's my studio as if though it don't exist no more. Something's wrong with the world, man. Something is seriously wrong with people. I'm really believing something wrong with people, bro. And don't tell me how to respond or how to talk or you will be blocked, right? This is my channel. I do what I want to do, right? So just hold your peace and don't go running your mouth on what I got to do, all right? Let me see. Look, he's showing his true nature. Let me put you on the block list and show you my nature. How do you feel now? Now you're blocked. I'm showing my true nature. My true nature is I'm a man and I do what I want to do in my house. If you don't like it, you can leave. Simple as that. I'm not here to kiss nobody's behind. The people who rock with the message are going to rock with the message. Period. Everybody else, I don't really give two F's about. Right? You got people disrespecting the Hulk. A man that changed wrestling, put many different wrestlers on the map. And they disrespecting him. It's crazy. We live in a world where people are evil, guys. Sick people are out here. You see some of these people that come to my live chat. I just pack them up and get rid of them. I don't got time. Once I see that you got a demon on you, I just pack you up and head you on out. I don't got time for you no more. You know what I mean? If we actually had options to leave the planet and go to another planet, I would have done left already. If there was other planets we can actually go to where there's peace and there's no drama with people, I would be the first to sign up so I can go. Because humans in this world are evil. There's some sick people, man. It's like people just allow demons to take over them, bro. Sick. You know? Am I the only one that don't allow your kids to play with other people's kids? Am I the only one? Or do y'all do the same thing? I don't trust nobody else's kids, man. They be wicked, bro. They be having spirits on them. and do disrespectful stuff. And to me, it's the result of their parents. You know, like if your kids are disrespectful and do wicked things and mischief, it tells me that the parents is the same way. You know, parents got to be the same way. And that's why I don't really trust nobody. The devil don't care what your age is. He'll still use you, even if you're a kid. You know, even if you're a child, demons will still use you to do evil things. Because when I saw that kid did that crap on the side of the house, in my mind, I'm like, what told you to touch my property? The devil, a demon. What told you to lift my sign and throw it on the ground? That's coming from a heart of hate. So if a child is doing that at that age, what about when they turn into an adult? They're going to be a full-blown racist, a killer, a demon. Starts from when you were a kid, man. Thankfully for us growing up, we had people like Hulk Hogan that was a good influence in our lives that taught us how to be positive, how to treat people with respect. So we weren't doing stupid stuff like that as kids. We did dumb stuff as kids, but I never messed with nobody's property. I never did that as a kid. Never did stuff like that. Never played with nobody's stuff, doing mischief, you know, none of that. We had respect coming up, something that we don't see in today's day. A lot of kids don't have that kind of respect, especially for their elders. They don't got no respect at all, man. And sometimes, even when you tell their parents is dumbasses too. Parents don't even got no respect. That's why sometimes you just got to call the police. Let them handle it. Sometimes you could be as civil as possible trying to talk to an adult, and the adult is an asshole too. Sometimes you just be like, you know what? Forget it. I'll just go call the police. You know? I mean, once Hogan went to the NWO, I pretty much stopped watching wrestling. I kind of watched a little bit of the NWO, but it wasn't as entertaining, in my opinion, like the WWF. So once he transitioned into Hollywood Hogan, I pretty much kind of stopped, watching wrestling. And it kind of, you get older. You start to fade into other things in life and stuff like that. But when he was in the WWF, yeah, watched all the time. This damn fly, bro. I'm going to get me the screen. That's what I'm going to get me. I'm going to put an order in. I see a couple of people out here, they have the screen on their garage. I'm going to have to get it because a lot of times I want the gate open, but I don't want no damn bugs with me. You know? Yeah, I got to speak positive things, man, about heroes, man. Like literally, fam, no cap. I played the full wrestling match of Hulk Hogan versus Randy Macho Man, Randy Savage. And I'm not sure if that was the first television debut. I'm not sure. But I played it, and once it started and Hulk came out and you heard the music came on, bro, my eyes teared up, bro. A tear actually dropped. No cap. That means that he must have meant something, man. That means that he meant something to us when we were kids. And just the memory alone about it, that really affected me at that moment. And then I watched the match. Everything was cool. I mean, I watched the match when I was a kid, but at the end of the day, what that showed me within that moment is that when people pass away, if you don't shed a tear, they didn't mean nothing to you. Even your family. You know, sometimes your family, you can have family members that pass away and you don't shed a tear. It don't mean nothing to you. It means that they didn't mean nothing to you. It's crazy, but it is what it is. They didn't mean nothing to you. You know? I always wondered why that be. But then I learned, if you don't shed a tear, if your eyes don't water up, if you don't get no chills, if nothing happened, it's because that individual didn't mean nothing to you. You know? And you know, it's another thing about social media. Social media blows things out of proportion. And they'll turn you into a racist when you weren't a racist. Social media is good for that. Social media will take something minor and turn it into a major. Social media will take small clips of something and amplify it into something so crazy. It's just wild, man. Absolutely wild. See, I understand that the world we live in is evil, man, where you have a lot of demonic people. That's why I don't like living near people. You know, I really don't like living around humans, because wherever there's a human, there's a demon. Those of you that are fortunate enough to have land, and you live on your own land, your own house, and there is nobody near you, you're experiencing what peace really feels like. Those of you who have a couple of acres of land and you have a house and you don't live near nobody, you have no drama. You can literally be peaceful. It's when you live around people, because people carry demons. So what we see on social media happening is because of people. You know, if you don't got no neighbors, you ain't gonna have no issues. Trust me, you ain't gonna have no issues. None. You ain't gonna have no issues because you don't live around nobody. So there's no demons that can possess anybody. You know? Demons don't be walking around attacking you. Demons work through people. Always remember that. They work through humans. And they love working through children. Sad to say. They work through kids. That's why as a parent, you shouldn't allow your kids to be outside unsupervised, just doing what they want to do. And you definitely shouldn't let your kids play around with other kids if you haven't met their parents and broken bread. Do not do it. Just because they're kids don't mean nothing. Don't let your kids interact with other people's kids. You know? I mean, believe it or not, even Vince McMahon was liked, even though he was a villain. You know? Vince, he was a villain, but still, even though we were on the good side, we look forward to seeing Vince McMahon, because even though he was running the show, he would always try to sabotage all the good wrestlers. You know what I mean? So it was entertaining. They knew how to entertain the people. You know? But anyway, guys, I'm going to get up on out of here, man. I want to go do some work outside. It's about to get dark. I want to make some noise. Since everybody's making noise, I'm going to turn on my mower, make some noise. You know? It's about 8 something. It's hot, but the sun went down. So now it's kind of cooling down now. It'd be too hot, man. I can't wait for fall weather to kick in. Cleaned out my garage. Hosed it down. Put some cleaners all over the floor. Hosed it down real clean. So right now, because at first I was going to do the video and it was all dusty and stuff. I was like, oh man, I got to clean this place up, man. I went and moved everything. Put down the floor cleaners. Let that stuff marinate a bit. Got the hose. Boom, boom, boom. Hosed everything down. Cleaned it out real good before I made this live stream. So it's nice and clean right now. So I'm going to head on outside, do some work. And then get me something to eat. So guys, I might do another video. I might do a tribute video to Hulk Hogan. You know what I mean? I might do a tribute video. It all depends. I might not. It all depends. But I just wanted to talk about this, man. I'm very disappointed with black people because black folks always claim that they're believers in God. They always claim that they're Christians. They always claim that they read the Bible. And for them to be this racist towards a man that's dead is disgusting. You know, you got to learn how to be decent human beings. We complain about white people that are racist, but then when we're ready, we practice racism too. We become racist and hateful for no reason. Like, whatever Hulk did in the past is not paying your bills. It's not healing your body. It's not making your relationships better. So you're wasting your time. You're not improving the world when you're hateful, you know? So, peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content. And I'll catch y'all in the next video, man. It is what it is. Right? So, peace. Subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Take care.